You're right, Queen. I mean, God did cause Cain. All right. It's been a long night. The prince impatiently awaits the outcome of her plan, which will determine the future of Boston. No pressure. Oh wow, we're throwing more points. Okay. Wow, that is super cheap presents. Let's do that. And then some persuasion on the side. Yeah, that's the entire thing for the Path of Night, is they believe that God made them monsters for a reason. The entire purpose of the Path of Night is to be monsters in order to force the humans to pray and seek forgiveness through God. It's kind of a perversion of Christianity, but in some there are some people, some kindred who followed that path, particularly La Sombra, who are always kind of intertwined with the Catholic Church, that truly believe that they were doing kind of God's will. All right. Prince's quarters, 11 p.m. Next day. How's Galeb looking? Still somewhat crispy. It's just aggro. They'll heal over time, except maybe the true faith wounds. Oh, there's you.
I heard you were back. It's over now.
Not yet. At best, we've won ourselves more time.
Your wounds. What did they do to you?
'Tis but a scratch.
It's nothing. You should know that our bodies don't react the same way that mortal bodies do.
I understand. But still, it's quite a sight. Stanford is dead. Do you think that will be enough?
Others will come to hunt us. We must be ready. Like prey who have discovered their power. They know they'll be devoured if they lay down their weapons.
So it'll never be over then.
Oh, I like that.
We are partly to blame for this.
You're defending them?
No, but I understand them. Stanford wasn't fighting for his life. He was fighting to save his kind.
Like you.
I was just following orders.
Do you think this is the end of Boston?
Like I said, we've won a reprieve. We must use this time to adapt.
Disappear.
That's up to the prince to decide, not me.
That's not what I was talking about. I meant that feeling you get. Your urge to leave.
I don't think it will ever go away now.
But can the court still count on you? I need you. What are you going to do?
Oh. Heed the beckoning or stay with the prince. We did say that we were going to stay for Zhu, because Zhu needs some guidance. She's incredibly talented, but she's also incredibly naive in the ways of the kindred. She needs someone to lead her. Otherwise, she's going to... Well, Burrell's dead, I think. Yeah, with Burrell gone, she'll need a mentor. Yeah, we'll stay for Zhu. We'll just resist those easterly callings for now.
I can't leave the court. There are still many matters that must be attended to.
Like you.
It is my duty to stay and help the prince.
I'm happy to hear that. While you were gone, I saw just how much everyone here needs you.
I'm not staying for them.
The reason doesn't matter. It's the right choice. What's going to happen now?
Clean house.
There are some who decided to play against the others. This must end. There's no way we can win the war if we don't put a stop to the infighting.
And you're in the best position to clean up the court.
You might be right. It might be time for me to get involved in its affairs once again.
What about me? What part will I have in all of it?
You must have some thoughts about it.
I'm tired of waiting. Tonight the prince will give you anything you want. But what about tomorrow? Who knows? Let's seize our chance, Galeb. You want to embrace me, and it's what I want too.
Without the prince's permission?
Beryl claimed the only reason you were interested in me was to replace him. Don't let him be right. It's up to you. You need to decide now. What's going to happen to me?
You know what? The prince owes us a solid. The prince owes us a solid. And if we don't embrace her, someone else is going to. Time to replace a bad weed with a budding flower.
It's time, Fang. You're ready to become one of us.
Like, that's not how that works. But I think the rest of it will be done off screen. Oh god, okay. 310 XP, guys. Kurt was worth a pretty penny. We didn't really use any of our abilities there. Max out celerity? Yeah, might as well. Is it cheap? That's only 180? Sure, why not? Emem is the fastest vamp alive. 90 for Silver Tongue. I mean, she's pretty high on all that stuff. Gotta go fast. Aspects or presence? Let's go presence. Gamer Toreador. It's an art form. You don't know. You don't know what it's like. Let's throw in some physical. Maybe. Mental? No, let's do that. Let's do physical for 95, and that will still, I think, allow us to... Yeah. We'll take presence 3. She's pretty nasty, Toreador.
Emem.
Uh-oh.
Thank God you're here. When I found out that Hazel had sent you out there, I really thought that... Are you all right? You're not hurt?
I'm a little shaken up. That's all. I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around what I just did.
You survived a suicide mission. That's what you just did. It's a miracle you made it out without a scratch. Listen, I know it's not a good time, but we need to talk. Come back to my rooms with me.
What for?
Not here, Mem. I'll tell you more once we're there. It's important and personal. Are you coming?
I kind of want to hear what her motivation is.
All right, I'm coming.
Just want to hear her side of it before we make a call.
Do you want me to ask Sylvia to send up a vessel? You must be starving.
I don't want anything from you.
Excuse me?
Jara Drory. She was there, you know. She told them everything. Everything.
I don't understand a word of what you're saying. It's been a long night. You should get some rest.
I know what you did.
Oh, expose her plot? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do some Sherlock Holmes deduction.
You and Drory, you sold your asses to the humans. You wanted to wipe us out. You gave them everything. About Hazel, the council, the whole fucking court, and then you threw your accomplice under the bus. You really have no fucking honor. You disgust me.
Emem.
And what for? Power? Were you planning to rule Boston? Is that why you got rid of Jara? You wanted to keep the throne all to yourself?
You don't understand. It was a necessary sacrifice. You know what I mean. You did the same thing to those anarchs.
That was different.
It's true. What I did for you. For us.
You got some fucking nerve.
I had a debt. The SI. My back was up against the wall. I had to do something.
Oh. And for Jara too? You had to do something?
She wanted to destroy you. I'm protecting you, Mem. Like I've been doing since the very beginning.
Yeah, but it's one of those things that we've seen when she's, like, torturing the prince. Like, she has this tendency of pulling the wings off of flies.
What debt are you talking about?
I'd rather not talk about it. Believe me, the less you know, the better.
No! No! I've had enough of your bullshit. You're going to own up to what you've done.
Do you remember when we first came to Boston?
Of course.
It was during World War II. France had surrendered, and Quentin King refused our request for asylum. You were afraid. So I asked the London court for help. They agreed to help me with King, on one condition. My eternal loyalty.
She's a spy.
They didn't ask much. They even left me alone for 80 years.
What happened?
Then, London fell. The last bastion of the British Camarilla. Now that it's gone, they're going to need a new domain. They ordered me to prepare it for them. They're coming.
That's why we're seeing all that stuff about, London. Those ships that are, like, coming over. They're coming with what's left of the London court. That's what that is.
I know your network. You must have allies here. Why bring our enemies into this?
I was trapped. I might have support here, but nobody measures up to Iverson. There weren't enough of us, and the British are coming soon. I had to find a solution.
You're afraid of them. The British, I mean. Why?
I know what they're capable of.
There are cities up and down the coast. Why did it have to be Boston?
It was one of the first British colonies. The English kindred lived here for a long time. You know that. You knew a few of them well.
Yes, I remember.
Even if the elders aren't here anymore, there's still a sizable British presence in Boston. But they're in hiding. There's nothing more to say. Boston's got all the makings of the ideal haven. History, contacts. That's it.
Blood and marmalade. Yeah, I think we may be done here.
Listen to me. Things are going to change in Boston now, and fast. Hazel will fall, as will all those who support her.
What? Are you planning to destroy everyone?
Not me.
No. Your British friends. All that for a goddamn throne.
You know me better than that.
Honestly, I don't think I do.
I don't care about Boston. I know you have questions, and I know you don't believe me. But you have to trust me. Let the storm pass over, Mem. Nothing will happen to you.
You want me to betray Hazel?
You don't owe her anything.
What kind of storm?
The kind that will wipe out this city. But I can protect you. I can give us a fresh start. Do you trust me?
Oh, God. Well, here's the thing. Like, if the Boston courts show up, they're going to be like, oh, thank you very much. We appreciate you being a traitor to your people. Now we're going to kill you because we don't employ traitors. Like, once we've won. Quit the Camarilla. It's just like, screw it, I'm out. We do have a nice position in the Primogen, though. Follow Hilda's plan. I say we report her to the prince. What do you guys think? Because if we quit the Camarilla, like, that's still going to happen. We need to let Hazel know what's going on. Report.
I'm sorry. You've gone way too far. I have to tell Hazel.
Is she going to try and stop us?
You should go.
I see. I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
It's too late.
Oh, okay, this escalated.
Hilda?
Ooh, she had the crazy eyes, too. Emem, are you going to die? Oh, it's a celerity fight.
I taught you well.
Hilda, please! Stop!
I'm glad this isn't a quick time event. Yeah, good thing we have max celerity. Oh, that's not good.
So this is really it then?
You made your choice.
Oh, lordy.
You ruined
please.
everything.
What just happened? Oh, damn. He reversed it. Okay.
I'm sorry.
You've gone too far. Gold trophy. Promotion. Trophy earned. Huzzah.
Disasters bring out the best and the worst.
So
in
many
us.
trophies.
They can plunge us into oblivion or signal the start of a golden age. Tonight will go down in history as the night we were able to prove we're not done yet. We demonstrated that our ability to adapt and change are the keys to our domination. The mortals were unable to break us thanks to our resilience. We never doubted our superiority over those weak creatures for a moment. Many sacrifices were necessary. Our domain was violated and our existence threatened. But this is nothing compared to everything.
Yeah, it's starting to heal up.
Our family has been battered. The blood of our servants flowed like water. Our own
That is a good art
kind
reference,
were
though.
decimated in the flames. We will never forget them. We had to establish new agreements, forge new alliances, because this is how we strengthen our kind. With powerful friends by our side, we will no longer be faced with those terrible moments when our dominion was challenged. Our old quarrels belong to the past. The trifles that separated us have been forgotten. Only one truth remains: our supremacy. Never again shall we be weak or disunited. That's what the mortals expect from us. Let us show them why we are the predators and they are the prey. Let us show them who their blood belongs to. Let us show them the power of immortality. The sacrifices are not over yet.
There's no Tremere left.
Some will be lost. Others will lose what they have. But it will not be in vain. We are hunters, and what is taken from a hunter must be repaid 100-fold. Our eternal nature is our greatest strength. Boston has shown that it is stronger than old London and venerable Vienna. Tonight, we have tasted vengeance. Tonight, a sea of blood will flow.
Why did he destroy all the computer screens, though? Okay. Following the disappearance of Jason Moore, all the assets he managed to slip from the Boston court's grasp when the court finds itself in dire financial straits. The sacrifices made fuel internal tensions. The balance of power is upset. A wind of rebellion is blowing through the ranks of the kindred. It's worth it. Okay. Are we seeing everything that's like can happen? All the stuff that we've done? I don't want to hold the skip because I'm afraid that that's going to get rid of everything. Do we... I guess that's that. Oh. Holy corruption. Thanks to Emem's computer virus, the data at the Long Island base has been corrupted. Without this painstakingly gathered information on the blank bodies, the SAD is forced to shut down Operation Swansong. It'll be years before the SAD is once again able to hunt kindred in New England. Cool. That was it. Oh. I was hoping we were going to find something about Leisha. What you up to, friend? Mommy and daughter road trip.
The night has come where I belong. The night
All right.
has come when I feel
Oh, this
strong.
song actually has lyrics. Cool.
When you're at home.
I'll go ahead and lower this down. All right, I have thoughts and opinions here.
The night has come. I hide no more.
So I was actually wondering if we were going to see anything else about the Tremere being wiped out or not by Kurt, but maybe we did enough damage control that it wasn't that big of a problem. So let's kind of recap what's happened. The Tremere are gone. So maybe there is an opportunity, as Kat said in the chat, for another one, more Tremere coming in. Galeb is there, so he's going to be a pretty integral part of Kindred politics and part of the Clean House squad. The thing about it with Emem didn't really have a choice, because by making sure that the Anarchs were wiped out in that fake raid against the Inquisition, if she had left the Camarilla, she probably would have been killed by the Anarchs. She'd be a definite target, because word does get out. Remember, our hacker ex-friend could read what was happening. So Emem had nowhere to go but the Camarilla. That's her shield now. And now that she's on the Primogen Council, like, sky is the limit for her. When he talked about getting back into things, if he meant assuming the throne, that could be a potential. I could see Galeb doing a good job of it. He has the temperament. Leisha and Halsey are together and going off to do their thing, so they've actually, I guess, not necessarily left the Camarilla, but they did leave Boston. So everything was good for our characters. So it seems that other than the financial straits that happened, we were in, because we let Justin go find his parent, or go find his kid, which we didn't get any kind of background to, unfortunately. Things went, I guess, as good as we could, considering the fact that Tremere got all slaughtered, but we were able to take care of Kurt, so at least we prevented that situation from getting worse. In terms of this game, guys, I've got a lot of thoughts. This was very much like the Council in terms of play style. It was buggy, for sure. We did run into several bugs over the course of the game, including that massive one that required me to restart quite a few chapters off camera. But all in all, I really like this. It was one of those things when I always thought that you could do a Vampire the Masquerade Telltale game. I didn't think you could really do it and get a lot of the nuance and multifaceted kind of plots and personalities that the Kindred are. I didn't even think that, to think about Bad Wolf Studios, the group that did the Council, because the Council, all of those characters were very intricate, very multi-layered, and you really didn't know what was happening until you gathered all the clues. So, and the cool thing about these games is you can figure out stuff before the game spoon feeds it to you. I'm really, really pleased that we were able to figure out that it was Hilda as at least one of the masterminds of the whole plot, and that's pretty cool. It's kind of interesting to see Victoria still there. She may be wanting to stay in Boston now that power vacuum is there. Maybe Victoria, Ash, and Emem would start butting heads. There's a lot of potential if they would want to make another one here in Boston with like what happened with these characters. But I know some people aren't really fond of this game. I loved it. I guess because they expected. Anytime there's a VTM game that comes out, everyone expects Bloodlines 2. And eventually we'll get Bloodlines 2. You know, it's like Half-Life 3. It'll be just one of those things that'll happen eventually. But I really like this. The style of game really went well to it. If you like those kind of investigator, verbal sparring style games. The character designs were amazing. Everyone looked different and unique. You saw stuff, none of all the characters were like cookie cutters with different faces. You had different body types, different like types of skin, it's just really cool. You want more games like this in visual novel games? Yeah, it's just a great way to do it. It's the great thing about Vampire the Masquerade, and it is one thing that I do give a lot of credit to Paradox, and I'm still kind of sore at them for absorbing White Wolf, but they have offered the VTM and Werewolf and all of these projects out to other people. And we've got different types of games that we wouldn't necessarily got. We have the the interactive fiction titles. We have the point and click detective adventures. We have the what was it, the battle royale game set in Prague, Blood Hunt, which I play a lot. You know, we're just waiting for Bloodlines 2. But I said, it's like, I think this is a great achievement. I would like them to keep on working on the bugs and getting stuff a little bit more fleshed out. But yeah, props to everyone who got involved in this. Did you guys like it? The one thing that I think was really going to get us in the end, and honestly, I'm kind of glad for that bug in hindsight, because that's when I realized how bad the suspicion was actually messing with us. We should not have eaten from so many rats and done stuff to be so blatantly, blatantly predatorial, because that got us into some trouble. For sure. Definitely love it. Yeah, I liked all 3 of the characters. Out of the 3, I don't know. I think that Emem's could have been a little bit more fleshed out personality-wise. Like her character design and everything was great. I just think they should have given her a little bit more meat in her story. Laisha didn't need that much, and Galeb was great. So yeah, kind of like a deluxe edition, I think would be great. You think the only thing was the crap animations and the out of sync stuff? Yeah. Yep. That's stuff that can always be fixed. That's one of the great things about it. So this was definitely worth the wait, and I know this was a long play, but this isn't like those Telltale games where you can get it cleared off a certain amount of time. You got to take your time with these games from Bad Wolf. It was fun to play around in their version of the World of Darkness. Vampire Queen, thank you very much for that follow. I appreciate you. The voice acting was great. Emem had that, you could feel the pain in Emem's face, or voice, and her anger. I think Emem was one of the best voice actors. Galeb was great. Just everyone was class. You're going to be role-playing in a VTM campaign? That's awesome. I did my very first playthrough on YouTube was Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and it's apparently really popular on YouTube because I was one of the few people that started playing the game who had played the tabletop for years, so I knew everything. And a lot of people apparently appreciated that. Galeb would have been very easy just to be completely monotone. There was a lot of nuance in it. I appreciate it. Thanks for playing, and thank you guys for making an awesome game. So, we are going to go ahead and call that a series, guys. Had a lot of fun with this. And, maybe we'll see more VTM games coming down the pipeline here soon. Fingers crossed for that elusive Bloodlines 2. It's like a Nosferatu with Obfuscate 5, but eventually we will find it. So, do want to thank you guys very much for watching. If you have not followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, the weekends with random times in between. And if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below. I have a link to VTM Swansong. If you want to have your own adventure in the World of Darkness, go do different stuff than I did. I didn't, let's see what happens when when this person gets away, or let the Tremere live. It probably changes stuff up quite a bit. A lot more than Telltale games. And I also have a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local children's hospital via the awesome Extra Life charity. So check out all of those links if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you in the next series. Later days, everyone.